Hey guys, welcome back to another new Makeup Sunday. So I hope you guys had a really good week. Mine was a little bit hectic. My husband was away on business travel and my son was sick, so he was home from school with a cold for a few days, and I just didn't get the chance to film all the videos that I wanted to. So I do still have more reviews coming. I just have to find the time to do them. Hopefully this week will be a little bit better. I still have to do a Milani video. I owe you guys a BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette video and just some haul updates in general. So I definitely am going to get to those hopefully this week. I just want to take a quick second to address something that's been weighing on my mind since last week's haul, and that was the 40-minute long humongous haul that I did. And if you remember back around New Year's, I did a video about cutting back on my makeup purchases a little bit, and as I was filming the haul last week, I just kept feeling kind of hypocritical, like how can I put out this ginormous haul after I told you guys I was going to be cutting back a little bit. But at the same time, the reason that I had so much last week was because I had placed some orders way back in December before I made that decision from brands like BH Cosmetics and Wet n Wild and e.l.f. and they have notoriously slow shipping times, so a lot of those products I had ordered 3 weeks prior, almost 4 weeks prior, and they just kind of all came in at the same time. So I had a ton of stuff to review, but going forward, you're not going to see that kind of volume here unless I get a ton of maybe PR packages. And actually this week's video I think is probably more PR than it is stuff that I bought, but I don't have anything else new coming in that I bought at the moment. So I feel like a lot of the new drugstore releases are over now, so as we're heading into spring there might be a few more things here and there, but I'm still sticking to my low buy when it comes to high-end makeup for sure. And now I feel like it's a little bit of a slow time and it's a good chance just to get caught up on reviewing all the products that I've gotten in over the past couple of months. So I definitely plan to do a ton of reviews, but you may see my hauls get just a little bit shorter because I don't plan to buy quite as much as I was in the past. But I do still have a YouTube channel. I do still want to show you guys what's new, and I feel like, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, definitely let me know, but I feel like these videos are my most popular other than Dupes. They get a ton of views and a lot of really positive feedback that you guys like to see the new makeup coming in and you actually like to see it, not just me talking about it, and you like to see swatches and opening stuff up. So if you guys still really like these videos, then I'm gonna keep buying stuff. I think I'm just gonna limit maybe how many things I buy of each item. Like maybe instead of getting, you know, all the colors of something, I might just get one or two just so I can show you the formula. So I'm really gonna try to just buy maybe the colors that I know I'm gonna use up and skip out on the ones that I'm not. So anyway, I'm gonna quit rambling now. That was something on my mind that I just wanted to put out there. I really just kind of felt weird about putting out such a huge haul after that other video. So anyway, why don't we go ahead now and jump into the video, and I'll see you back here at the end. Good morning guys, I just got a package in the mail from CColor Cosmetics and I thought I would just open these up and share them with you. These are brand new palettes that they just came out with recently, the Unisex 5 and the Dope 2. So if you remember, the original Dope palette was a dupe for the Nudie Patootie palette, and then most of their unisex palettes are Jeffree Star dupes, so I thought at first that this might be a dupe for the Alien palette just by looking at the colors, but then I realized it's actually a dupe for the Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade palette. So I was really excited about that. I don't unfortunately own the Lemonade palette, so I'm not going to be able to swatch these side by side, but I can certainly give you an idea of the formula if you want to see a review video on this one. And then Dope 2, instead of being another Laura Lee dupe, this one is actually a dupe for the Manny MUA palette. I don't actually have that one either, so I won't be able to compare the two, but again, I can certainly let you know what the formula is like on both of these. So I thought I would just swatch a couple shades right now and see what it's like. So let's try some of the shimmers first. There's only 2 shimmers in here. I didn't really realize that when I saw the original Manny MUA palette. So that went on beautifully. This feels just like their Born to Run dupe that I reviewed recently. I think it's just really, really smooth, nice buttery shimmer shade. But let's go ahead and swatch a few matte shades because that's mostly what this palette is, so they need to perform really well in order for this to be a good palette. So there's that hot pink right there. I wouldn't say it's like super duper pigmented, but it's certainly very smooth, very soft. It's not patchy. I don't think it comes off quite as bright as it looks in the pan, but it's pretty close. I wouldn't say that it's weak or anything like that. Let me try the yellow. Yellows are always so tough. Wow, so that's actually not bad for a yellow right there. That's actually pretty good. Let's try this purple. Purples are always tough as well. That is so smooth. Oh my goodness. I wasn't expecting that. So much of the time when I go to swatch a purple, it feels dry and scratchy. That one feels so like velvety and soft. Very, very nice. All right, let's try just a few more. I'm not really swatching the neutrals as much as the colors because that's what I'm more curious to see how they perform. So this one, like the pink, I feel like it's just a slightly more toned down version of the way it looks in the pan. But I bet if you built these up a little bit, they would be way more intense. Like, yeah, one more little layer there and it's like full color. So that's really good. So let's just try one more shade, this turquoise right here. That is so pretty. Look at that one. That's beautiful. I mean, these really do seem to be performing well in swatches. So I'm very excited. Like I said, I loved the Born to Run dupe that they have around the world. So I definitely have high hopes for these. Okay, so now let's go ahead and swatch a couple of shades from this Lemonade dupe. Again, I'm really curious to see how the yellow shade swatches, particularly the matte yellow. Look at that. That is really, really like smooth and pigmented. Let's try some more. I really like this shade up here. This is super pretty. It's super smooth, super buttery. Here's this like purpley blue. That is so gorgeous. I feel like you could make some really pretty eye looks with this. Wow, that matte sort of mauve-y shade is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you guys see how these are swatching, right? Like they're so smooth and so pigmented. It's crazy. I have to imagine the original isn't too much different in terms of quality. There's this yellow right here. All right, maybe we'll just swatch one more shade. I don't know where it's gonna go. Maybe over here. Yeah, I mean, the shimmer shades are beautiful. These two mattes that I swatched were awesome, like really, really good. So anyway, guys, if you're thinking about making a purchase before I have a chance to review these, definitely don't forget about my coupon code. I'll put it up on the screen as well as down in the description box below. It'll save you an extra 10% and it works both on Amazon as well as on their website. And I also wanted to just remind you that sometimes Amazon sells out quickly. When I did that video on the Urban Decay Born to Run dupe that they have around the world, it sold out on Amazon about an hour after my video went up. So then I was getting comments saying, you know, they couldn't find it on Amazon. So if you can't find these on Amazon, definitely go ahead and check their website. I'll link both of them down below. Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday. I just got a box from Pixi Beauty. So I'm really excited to open this up and see what's inside. It feels really, really heavy. All right, so this bag is what was inside, and it says, enjoy a hydrated journey to your dream skin with our rose-infused favorites. Look at this bag. This is so cool. Oh my goodness. So everything that's in here is, yeah, it's their whole entire rose line. I am so excited. Okay, let me just open up this bag. All right, so here's the inside. It has the little hanger so you can hang it on a hook when you're traveling, like in a hotel room. It says, Dear Jen, bon voyage, safe travel. I wish you a rosy journey and hope my rose-infused favorites will take you on a hydrated journey to your dream skin. Thank you for all your Pixi love, Petra. This is such a nice package. Like, I'm just so excited right now. Okay, let's see what's inside. So it comes with the full-size rose cream cleanser, which I did get in a little mini set. If you remember last month when I got a box from Pixi as well, they sent over like these little mini travel sets, one that had all of their glow stuff and then one that had rose products in it. So I've been using the cream cleanser and the rose toner, and I really, really like them. They're amazing on dry skin. Like, this cleanser just leaves my skin feeling like I already applied moisturizer. Like, it doesn't feel dry at all when I rinse it off, so that's amazing. Also in here is their rose ceramide cream. I'm sorry that there's like glare on here. The rose ceramide cream, and I haven't tried that one yet, but I'm very excited to try it, especially because I've been using the Dr. Jart ceramide in lately. And if this could potentially be like a more affordable dupe for that, I would be so happy. And then also the makeup melting cleansing cloths. I haven't tried those yet either. The Rose Glow Mist, the Rose Caviar Essence. I've tried this one as well. That is really, really nice. The Rose Flash Balm. That's kind of like either a wash-off mask. You can also use it as a primer. The Rose Oil Blend, I haven't tried that either. And then the Makeup Fixing Mist, which I do have already. But I can't wait. I just want to do like this entire routine and try out all the products I haven't tried yet. But quickly, I just want to look at this Rose Ceramide Cream because I'm dying to see what the texture is like on this. So it comes in a tube, just like the ceramide and cream. I just put some on the back of my hand and it feels exactly like ceramidin. It doesn't have the same scent. Obviously, this one, I thought it was going to smell like rose. It actually kind of has a little bit of a citrusy scent to it. But it's super light, and I think once this goes into your skin, you won't even smell it at all. But I just think that this feels exactly like ceramidin. So I have a feeling I'm gonna love this. It could even be a dupe for that one. So I will for sure keep you posted on this as well as everything else. But I just think Pixi Skin Treats in general is the best skincare at the drugstore. And I say drugstore because it's at Target. It's not really drugstore, but I feel like the prices are more in line with maybe like the higher stuff at the drugstore, like Olay, maybe a little more expensive than like your Neutrogena or L'Oreal. But I think the selling point here is that these products are just as good as products that I pay double or triple for at Sephora because the formulas are just so good. I would recommend these over like Olay or Neutrogena or L'Oreal any day. So that's why I'm always super excited to get skincare from Pixi because it's just so good. And I just saw on their website that they released a whole new line of skincare as well that I'm dying to try. So hopefully we'll get that next month. Good morning. I just got a box from Physicians Formula and they sent over their new butter collection with Casey Holmes palette. So in here you're getting 3 face products, a bronzer, blush, and highlighter. Then you're getting 4 eyeshadows, one of their new butter lip creams, and then the Butter Paradise Eau de Toilette, which I really like. This came in a few of their kits last year and it just smells so good and tropical, and it's a tiny bottle so it goes fast. I'm really excited to have another one, especially this time of year. I love wearing coconut because it makes me think of summer. So let's go ahead and take a look. So this is what the palette looks like, and I really wish that Physicians Formula wouldn't do these big chunky palettes because they're really difficult to store, and I'm constantly feeling like I have to depot everything then because I really don't want to just find a place to put a big thing like this. But I kind of get why that happens because they need a deeper section for this perfume here, but it just seems like all this space underneath these pans is completely wasted. So anyway, inside you're getting the deep butter bronzer. You're also getting a new shade of blush called Copacabana, a new highlighter called Just Beachy. This is a limited edition. And then butter eyeshadows in Do Not Disturb, No Filter, Tropic Like It's Hot, and Palms. And then you're also getting a lip cream in a limited edition, and it's called Pop the Bubbly. So I'm going to go ahead and just swatch everything for you guys really quick. So let's go ahead and swatch this highlighter first. These highlighters are a cream formula, while the blushes and bronzer are more of a powder formula. So that's actually a really pretty color. I feel like that would work well on my skin tone. Not too sure about these other two though. They seem a little bit darker. So this is the blush in Copacabana. Yeah, that's a way deeper of a blush than I normally would wear. And I don't know if this could be sheared out, but we'll have to see, I guess, if I can wear this. And then this is the deep bronzer. I normally wear the regular bronzer shade, so this one might be a little deep for me as well. It's not swatching super dark, I guess, but it's definitely a little bit deeper than the other one, and I feel like the other one is the perfect shade for me. Let's go ahead now and swatch some of these eyeshadows. And if you guys watched my video on their eyeshadow palettes, you know that I'm not really a fan of these. I felt like they were way too crumbly, lots of fallout. So here is this one. I mean, this one didn't feel like it had a lot of fallout. It's actually really nicely pigmented. That actually swatches really well too. But if I remember correctly, I think the other ones swatched really nicely, and then when I went to apply them to my eyes and dip a brush into the pan, they got really crumbly with lots of fallout. So I don't know if these are going to be any different, but all right. And then this one is Palms. Huh, that one didn't swatch as well as I thought it was going to. This seems like one of those shades that gets hard pan as soon as you touch it. You can see how it kind of changed there. Let me just try to build it up a little bit. This is what I didn't like about these eyeshadows too, is not only were they extra crumbly and lots of fallout, but I just felt like the formula wasn't consistent throughout. I mean, these swatch really beautifully, but I guess it remains to be seen how they apply to the eyes. I'm hoping that they're better than the butter palettes, but I guess I'll just have to wait and see. So here's what the lipstick looks like. Looks like it has some shimmer to it. So this one actually seems a little bit more sheer than the few that I picked up when I got them at Bed Bath & Beyond. They seemed like really pigmented, This one's a little bit sheer, but it's actually a really beautiful color. And even though it has a little bit of sheen to it, it's not glittery or sparkly, which I like. So I'm really excited to use this one. I think that these have a really, really great formula. They feel amazing on the lips, really hydrating. So I will definitely get use out of this one for sure. I don't know about the other products in here just because I feel like some of them are a little too deep for me. And I'm not sure, again, how the eyeshadows are going to perform. I wasn't crazy about them the first time around. But if you guys want to see a full review on this palette, definitely let me know in the comments. If I get enough comments about it, maybe I'll go ahead and put that together. All right, so I just got a box from BH Cosmetics and I got their new travel palettes. So there's two different eyeshadow palettes, Love in London and Hangin' in Hawaii, and then also the Blushing in Bali face palette. So I'm gonna open these up and do a couple swatches for you guys. I'm really curious to see how the formula is on these. I feel like BH has been killing it lately. So here's a look at the Love in London palette, and I think the packaging is so super cute. I really love what they did with this. It's adorable. So on the back, it just says, discover the allure of city chic looks with our Love in London 16 color eyeshadow palette, a sophisticated mix of rich neutrals and gleaming metallics to dazzle and define the eyes in velvety matte and brilliant shimmer finishes. Each pigment infused shade delivers vivid color payoff and blends beautifully for chic effects that captivate like the city lights. So then taking a look inside, this one looks like it's really cool toned, which I'm super excited about. I still don't have a lot of cool tone palettes and I always gravitated toward cool tones in the past, so I'm kind of happy that they're making a bit of a comeback and there's more options out there. So let's go ahead and just swatch a couple of these shades. Which one do I want to swatch first? This one looks really pretty. Yep, that's really gorgeous. That was super smooth. Let's try another. This purple over here. This one's called Duchess. Whoa, look at that. Purples don't normally swatch that well, even shimmer ones. That is amazing. Let's try a few more. So here's Tea. Oh, that blue is so beautiful. That is gorgeous. I don't know that I have a lot of blues like this in my collection. Normally, these blues are more of like a turquoise and have some green in them. This one is just more like a slate, like gray blue. That is so super pretty. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to play with this palette. Let's try one more shimmer shade and then we'll do a few mattes. Let's try London over here. Wow, these are just swatching really impressively. So I'm very excited. The formula definitely feels like the Desert Oasis palette, which is one of my favorites from them. Let's try some matte shades really quick. This one is Piccadilly. They feel really, really soft and smooth. Let's try another one. Let's try Crumpet. Yeah, so the mattes, like, I mean, they're going on a little bit more powdery, but as I blend them, they're definitely blending out easily and nicely. Let's try one more. How about Lovely? Yeah, I mean, they just feel really, really nice. So I have a feeling I'm really going to like these. They don't feel scratchy or dry, so I'm really excited about this palette for sure. All right, so here's the Hangin' in Hawaii palette. I love the packaging on this as well. I did see that this was getting a little bit of flack on social media for not being kind of these types of colors in the palette. The palette itself is very neutral, and people kind of felt like it didn't really say Hawaii to them when they looked at this palette, but they felt like it should have been more of these colors here, and I do kind of agree with that. It's kind of more of a neutral palette with the exception of maybe like this pop of pink and this light coral shade right here. The rest is kind of pretty brown and neutral overall. So either way, let's go ahead still and swatch a few shades. I'm dying to see what this one Luau looks like. That is really, really pretty. That one had a little bit of crumbliness to it, but it still feels really rich and buttery. Then here's the shade Waikiki. This looks like a really beautiful rich bronze. Loving that one as well. Let's do some of these brighter mattes. That actually swatched really, really nicely, better than I was expecting. This is the shade Paradise, that bright pink. And then here's the shade Lay. That one feels really nice as well. Let's try Aloha. Yeah, I mean, these are swatching really beautifully, just like the other one. So very excited to play with this one too. I am more of a neutral girl anyway, so I don't really mind so much that it doesn't look like the outside of the palette, but just something to keep in mind if you're expecting some more bright colors like it looks on the outside. It's actually not. I mean, these are pretty much the brightest colors in the palette that I swatched right here. And then last but not least is the Blushing in Bali palette. And this is a full face palette. So you have 3 blushes and 3 highlighters, and they go kind of light, medium, and then deep. So let's just go ahead and swatch them all. There's only 6 colors in here. So let's start with these blushes. These are so pretty. That one is a really, really light pale pink blush. Oh my goodness. And then Coral. I mean, this one's actually kind of light as well. It's not showing up super deep on my skin tone either. It looks darker in the pan. Let's try another swatch. All right, so I would say these are more buildable blushes, which is actually not a bad thing. I never want clown cheeks. All right, and here's Pomegranate. Even that one, again, it doesn't look quite as dark as it does in the pan. So I think if you have a deeper skin tone, you probably have to layer these up a little bit. I think for my fair skin tone, these two would probably even work fine if I just went with a light hand. This one in particular, this one, I could probably go just medium with it. This one, I kind of feel like it almost is like a matte highlighter shade or something. It's really, really light for a blush. Let's go ahead and try the highlighters out. Okay, so this one is Glisten. Oh my gosh, that is intense. Look at that. That is a crazy, crazy highlight right there. This one's Sunkissed. These are beautiful. Look at how buttery these are. Holy cow. And then Ember. This one's going to be way too dark for me, but that would make a beautiful bronze eyeshadow right there. So yeah, these highlighters are beautiful. These 2 blushes are really nice. This one, I'm not quite sure about. I'll have to play with this a little bit and see if I can get it to show up on my skin. But overall, I think this is a really, really pretty palette as well. Good morning, guys. It's Friday. I just got 3 PR packages in, one from Zoeva, one from Winky Lux, and then one from Clarins. So let's go ahead and bring these upstairs, and that way I can do some swatches. Okay, so here's what came in the box from Clarins. It says extra firming on it. This might be the new serum that I saw, I think on the Ulta website, I want to say. So let's take a look. Yeah, it says new extra firming serum and eye. It says, meet our Power Lift duo. Clarins Laboratories has identified filamine, a key protein responsible for fibroblast tightening that ensures a lift effect day after day. With age, this protein diminishes. In 2019, our research revealed the capacity of white lupine extract to boost the production of filamine, restoring the firmness of the skin. So it says that this ingredient visibly tightens and lifts facial features. Potent kangaroo flower and mitracarpus extracts visibly firm, lift, and smooth to fight wrinkles and skin slackening. And then organic blue agave and quinoa extracts form a supportive mesh on the skin surface, visibly tighten for an immediate lift effect. Skin appears smooth, firm, and regenerated with results that improve with daily use. So this is $102 right here. Then there's the extra firming eye. It says it's a soothing anti-aging eye balm to minimize the look of wrinkles, dark circles, and puffiness for youthful, brighter looking eyes. And then again, it has kangaroo flower and mitracarpus extracts to visibly firm, lift, and fight wrinkles. It also has albiza extract, caffeine, and horse chestnut to target dark circles, puffiness, and signs of fatigue. Palmitoyl glycine visibly smooths tension lines. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering all these names. Glycerin and organic almond oil nourish, hydrate, and soothe the fragile skin around the eyes. And Clarins' new generation mother of pearl illuminates the skin so eyes appear brighter. So this one is $64, and it says that in the satisfaction test, in 107 women over 28 days, 92% thought that the eye contour was visibly softer. So, then on the back here too, it says good for the skin, good for the planet. It says the extra firming collection illustrates the brand's commitment to preserving biodiversity and making life more beautiful for future generations. So it has 84% plant-derived ingredients, 25% recycled glass, and then 3 fair trade agreements. the purchase price of the mitrocarpus extract, leaf of life, and African ebony includes a contribution to improve the social and economic development of the local communities who harvest them. So I didn't know that. I love when they include information like that because a lot of companies don't really publicize these things too much. And I love to hear about companies giving back, so that's great. So let's go ahead and test these out. I'm just gonna try some on the back of my hand and see what it feels like. So this is the serum. So it's kind of like a pale pink serum. It's very thick feeling, not as thick as a lotion, but kind of thick as far as the serum goes. All right, so does this hand look different than this one? I feel like it definitely looks a lot smoother. It feels kind of a little bit tighter. And it did say in the pamphlet that the blue agave and quinoa make that mesh that's supposed to give you an immediate firming and tightening effect. And I can definitely feel that in my skin. It actually feels incredibly smooth and soft compared to this hand right here. So it also looks a little bit brighter too, which is really cool. So I'm very, very excited to test this out. Let's just try the eye cream really quick. This one feels like it's a lot thicker for sure. Yeah, this feels really hydrating. It's supposed to have the mother of pearl too to kind of help brighten. So we'll see if the skin looks just a little bit brighter maybe. So it doesn't look like it has any shimmer in it whatsoever, which is great because I hate putting shimmer under my eyes now that I'm older. I feel like it kind of makes the fine lines look even worse. So I definitely don't want anything too glowy under my eyes, but this just looks almost kind of like lit from within a little bit, and it does look brighter, like right in this section right here. So that's really cool. I'm very, very excited to play with these. And while they are pricey, I have found Clarins products to be really, really effective in the past. So like I said, I'm super excited to play with these. And if you guys want to see an upcoming video on them, I can definitely do that once I've had a chance to try them out. So next up, I got a box from Winky Lux. And first of all, their boxes are always so beautiful. Like, look at the inside of the box. You wouldn't think like an inside of a box would be pretty, but theirs are always so gorgeous. They also have really, really cute tissue paper. Let's see what they sent over. Aw, this looks like kind of a little Valentine's package. They sent some little candy hearts and a heart lollipop and their heart-shaped palette. This is the Smitten palette. I think I remember seeing this on their website. So let's go ahead and check this out. It comes in such a cute little box as well. And then the palette looks just like the box, which is so pretty. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, so it looks like we have 6 shades. There's no mirror, but this is pretty. It has some neutral shades as well as like 2 pops of color. This green is really gorgeous, and also this pink. You have a matte black over here, a matte taupe, and then a shimmery gold and like a shimmery rose gold, which is really, really pretty. So why don't we go ahead and just swatch these since there's only 6 of them. Might as well, right? That's beautiful. It's very intense. It looks just like it does in the pan, which is really nice. There's this one. Yeah, these are super buttery, very metallic, very creamy. There's the rose gold. That one didn't come out as strong as the other 2 for some reason. Let me just try it again. Yeah, I mean, I felt like there wasn't even as much on my finger when I went to swatch it, but I mean, it's still pretty. It's still really shiny. It's just, it didn't feel as buttery, like it wasn't as easy to pick up as the other 2 were. All right, and then here's the green. So this one is more of, I would say, a satin shade. It's not as metallic as the others, but it definitely still has a sheen to it, and it's not a matte. So that's really gorgeous as well. Right, and then here's that taupe matte shade. That one feels really, really soft and smooth as well. And then here's the matte black, which actually looks kind of like a soft black, maybe even a black brown. Maybe it's a black brown now that I'm looking at it on my skin. It's definitely not like a true black, but it's a little softer than that. So this is what the entire palette looks like swatched. I think it's just a really cute, fun little palette for Valentine's Day. And then they also sent over a lipstick. It says, Steal My Heart. So this says, wear your heart on your lips. Swipe this buildable duo core heart lipstick for a just been kissed flush of color. So I love their lipsticks, and I feel like, yeah, look at the packaging too. They are like the best with packaging. It's so pretty. So let's open this up. Oh, how cute. It's in a little heart shape. That is adorable. So you've got like the outside is one color and then the core is a different one. Let's just swatch this. So this is more of like a bright Barbie pink shade. I don't know if this is supposed to change with the pH of your skin. I mean, it seems pigmented right out of the gate, but a lot of their lipsticks are the kind that change once they sit for a few minutes. So I'm not sure if this is one of those, but it definitely feels really creamy. It's a brighter pink definitely than I would normally wear, but I also think it goes really well with this palette. So if you guys want to see a look like with this palette and this lipstick together, definitely let me know and I can put that video together. And then last but not least, I just got a box from Zoeva and it says this is their Heritage collection. It says with luxe gold mosaic packaging inspired by ancient Greek art, the Heritage collection is designed to become a classic, featuring multifaceted shades that pay tribute to Greece, the birthplace of Zoeva's founder. Heritage is a reflection of the country's rich artistic tradition and proof that everything old is new again. So this includes an eyeshadow palette, 4 eye crayons, and a highlighter, and they're going to be launching on January 28th. I'm really, really excited to see what's in here, so let's open this up. All right, so here's the package inside. I'm so sorry about my ring light and all the glare, so I'm just going to get this out, and then that way you won't have to see the light bouncing off of everything. So here's what the palette looks like. I'm sorry it's so reflective in the ring light. Let me just hold it this way maybe so it's easier to see. And then here are the shades inside. How pretty is that? I haven't seen a preview of this at all. Normally I see them like on Trend Mood, but she hasn't posted about it yet. So this is gorgeous. It's such a nice mix. There's a lot of cool tones in here and just a few warm tones, but not super warm. And then inside it also says, when the roots are deep, there is no reason to fear the wind, which is so cool. All right, let's go ahead and swatch a couple of these shimmery shades first. Let me just get rid of this palette because I feel like it's hard to see the colors. The ring light is like picking up on that and it's not focusing on the colors. So here's what the shimmer shades look like. Okay, so shimmer shades are really nicely pigmented. The mattes are a little on the disappointing side. Normally, I think Zoeva's formula is amazing. A couple of these swatch just a little patchier than they normally do. So I don't know, I feel like most Zoeva palettes are amazing, like every shade is good, and then occasionally I'll get one of their palettes that's just kind of like so-so because there's some hit and miss shades, and I feel like this one is kind of doing that right now, at least in swatching, but it may apply differently to the eyes, so I don't want to completely judge it right off the bat. But just as far as a swatch goes, I feel like their mattes typically swatch better in some of their other palettes. So if you guys want to see an update on this, definitely let me know. And then here's the Heritage highlighter. So this one looks like it's sort of like a pinky peach color. That's super pretty. Let's swatch that one. That's really beautiful. It almost kind of is reminding me of Champagne Pop a little bit from Becca. It might be slightly deep on me, but maybe not. I'll have to put it on my face to be sure. It's one of those ones that it kind of like could go either way, but it's really, really pretty and it's not too crazy shiny. So I think it's going to be more of a subtle highlight, which is actually what I tend to go for a little bit more. And then last but not least, we have 4 eye crayons. So I'm just going to open these and swatch them all for you guys. So this one is called Mythology, and this one is more of like a rose gold sort of bronzy shade. It's really pretty, and these feel really nice and creamy as well. And then this one is called Morphology. This one is more of a deeper bronze. This one is Phonology or Phonology. And then this last one is Typology. This one is more of like a gunmetal gray. So if you guys are interested in this collection specifically, I could definitely do a video on it. I know I've been saying for a while I want to do a whole video on my Zoeva collection. So if you'd rather see that and just kind of see swatches of everything and a whole brand overview, let me know in the comments below. I have a ton of Zoeva products I can show you guys. So let me know down below what you'd like to see. All right, guys, so that is everything for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like these hauls, definitely give this video a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do hauls like this every single Sunday and reviews throughout the week. So also let me know down in the comments below what you'd like to see me review, because if I get a lot of comments for a certain thing, I'll definitely prioritize that on my review list. So don't forget to leave those comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching.